So I'm sure y'all have heard of Clubhouse. It's an app that allows you to get in rooms and chat with people that you probably wouldn't normally have access to, honestly, from celebrities to decision makers and other industry people. It's a really awesome opportunity to network. But I mean, what good is an opportunity to network if you don't really know how to effectively do it? So stay tuned. I'm going to keep you posted on my top hacks and tips for effectively networking on Clubhouse. Okay, so first things first, what is Clubhouse? I'm going to link a video down below that'll go into more detail since I'm focusing on network today, but in short, it's pretty much an audio only app that allows you to get in rooms and either listen to conversations or participate in conversations on everything from business to culture. I really enjoyed a conversation with Tiffany Haddish where she was talking about contracts and how you get played and the things to look out for. That was insightful because I work in production, as you guys know. Ava DuVernay has been hopping on like a weekly Friday conversation where she just drops like insider gems on the working in production that I honestly haven't heard her talk about in interviews yet. So that's been really informative. And it's not just her, actually. It's a bunch of major filmmakers just having conversation, like real conversation. There's a group called But God, and we've been having a lot of conversations. I think they do like daily combos in the morning or devotionals or something like that. And then it's been pretty dope to hear them talking about single life as a Christian, and also just, I've met some pretty great people through there, not of the opposite sex. I mean, opposite sex, but like not to date. Not yet. And then there's also been a lot of brands and brand agencies talking about what they like, hate, and need from influencers. So that's been great too. Been meeting a lot of influencers on there and connecting with brands, funny enough. And the great thing about Clubhouse is that it creates, right now at least, a culture where people are a lot more open to, I guess, speak with you, chat with you, build a relationship with you if you tell them, hey, saw you on Clubhouse. They hear Clubhouse and it's like great access. I'm not saying you're gonna like book a job from everybody for that, but it's a good look. If you can get on now, I would definitely say get on now. It is invitation only, and so you can sign up for the app and enter the wait list. If there's a friend on there who sees that you're on the wait list and they have an extra invite, they can go ahead and accept you. So let's jump into it. The number one mistake I've seen people making is they're just following a ton of people, which is cool, but there's no real connection being made because you're just a face and a name, you know, unless you're constantly speaking in rooms with these people and speaking to them in rooms. Repetition helps to build a firmer, more personalized relationship. So tip number one is follow the person on Instagram. You don't have to follow everyone on Clubhouse that you want to network with. I personally only follow people who are talking about things that I'm interested in hearing about, or just happen to always be in the rooms, the type of rooms that I want to be in. But if that's not the case, I'll just follow you on Instagram, which is still good because it's an opportunity for me to build a relationship with you. And in my personal opinion, a much stronger relationship because I'm seeing you in my timeline on a daily basis, allowing me to have a back and forth with you based on what you post. So I definitely recommend not only following people on Clubhouse, if you do follow them there, but also following them on Instagram. Just remember that you don't have to follow everyone because that's how you get hit with all these notifications that end up overwhelming you and kind of leading to some folks being addicted to Clubhouse. Like, that's a real thing. Tip number two, send them a note. There's a lot of people who will follow me and I'll go and I'll look at their page, but I don't really understand what led them to follow me. I don't understand how I could potentially help them because they never message me and let me know. Maybe they know in their mind. For all they know, I might be able to help them in bigger ways than they even imagined, but because they don't reach out to me, I have no clue about that. So I really like to message people as soon as I follow them, honestly, and I like to leave a voice note. And the things that I highly recommend, including is one, how you found them on Clubhouse. If they mention something that was impactful for you, like mention that, salute them for that, you know, thank them for that, or compliment on something that's on their page that maybe is relatable to you. That helps to start the bond, you know, or at least let you guys know where you can build from. And then after that, I say be super intentional and let them know, you know, kind of if there's a good way to say your intentions. So like, for example, for me, if it was another producer, maybe I'd say, you know, been checking out the projects that you're working on, and I'd really love to stay in contact, because if you should ever need help, I'd love to hop on board. So something like that intentional. I'm not saying you have to straight up be like, hey, you got any gigs I can work on or whatnot. You know, there's a way to phrase it. But on that same note, make sure that you inquire about what they might need help with. Right after saying, you know, if there's any opportunities to hop on your set, please do let me know. And then I would follow up with, if there's anything I can help you with too, please let me know. Now, in that case, I like to state specific things that I'm great at, because it seems like the natural human tendency, especially if someone is in a higher role than you, tends to be like, oh, no, I'm good. It's nothing you can help me with. But if I mention things like, you know, this is why it's important to look at their page, because if I see, okay, you're clearly trying to build a brand. I've been doing research on this stuff. So like, if you're looking to do that, definitely hit me up. I'm happy to help and share information with you. Number 3. You probably know this one if you watched my How to Network on Instagram video. Add them to a collection. Create a collection for folks you met on Clubhouse so that you don't miss it, and comment and like things on their page so that you don't remain just a face and a name. Because if you disappear after that, you could still end up being just the face and a name. What you're looking to do right now is build a relationship. And if you haven't checked out that video, it will be linked below. I'll also be sure to put it up in the cards as well so you can check it out. But I'd say do that about 2 to 3 times a week or once a week, whatever you are able to do. But the point is to remain top of mind, at least to the point where they actually remember your face and your name, and you're not just one amongst many that they've met on Clubhouse. Number 4, while you're at it, send them helpful and relatable things. Like, the key is you want to pay attention to what they're posting to really get a feel for them. Like, where do you guys relate? Why is it worth building a relationship with you? And once again, that's why it's really great if you can hop on a call with them, to chat with them. It'd be really great to understand how you can help them, because that's when you can start sending them things. So going back to that example, for folks who might be looking to build their brands, as I see things that I would normally send to my influencer friends, in addition to sending it to them, I'm going to share it with you. Hey, just saw this, just saw this. Or if you're looking to like launch an LLC and you've been asking questions like, hey, check this out, check this out. This is where you're adding value. And now you're moving once again from like just a name and a face to like, oh, someone I actually value in my life. You see what I'm saying? And creating an actual relationship. Once again, if you haven't checked out that networking video on Instagram, definitely check it out, because there's even more great pointers on there for how to network on Instagram. And it's so key because it consumes so much of our lives right now, but allows you to create like a whole different relationship aside from the super buttoned up, strictly professional relationship. You can potentially build like a friendship or something close to that. And that's who people hire. They hire their friends. They hire people that they enjoy hanging out with. They can get the job done with them. They can also have fun with them. Number 5, I will definitely say that Clubhouse can be overwhelming. That's for sure. So I highly recommend implementing some sort of system. You definitely should do that so that you don't end up in a space where you're like, I'm overwhelmed or I'm addicted to Clubhouse. I just need to sign off altogether. Pace yourself and tell yourself, okay, I'm only going to go on this number of times a week, or if you can do it and you have the flexibility, a certain number of times a day, and do that. Or I'm only going to go and talk about certain conversations. Right now, I only want to hear about finance and wealth conversations, so that's what I'm going to hop on. Versus hopping on every conversation that you see your favorite celebrity on, or your favorite person, influencer, industry person, etc. I would say pace yourself. And then that's another reason why the collections are so important, because it gives you some sort of organized system where you can track everybody who you've met and revisit that as well. And if you need to do an Excel document, by all means do an Excel document, but keep it structured. If you are there to network, keep it structured so that you keep your eyes on the prize, and you do it before this app gets flooded, because in due time it will. In just a month, it's already like, I swear I see 20 people that I know added every day. So as it becomes more crowded, the relationship and the culture is not going to be the same. If you're on Clubhouse and loving it, click that like button so that I know. And comment below if you're not loving it. Let us know, because it's new to a lot of us. You know, another thing, comment below to let us know your favorite groups, because that's the key on Clubhouse. You want to get in the best groups to get in the best rooms and the conversations, and follow the right people so that you're getting access to the conversations that actually benefit you. So if you're in a really good group, comment below the name of the group so that we know we can, I can add them. Please help a sister out. If you haven't subscribed yet, definitely make sure you subscribe. Click that notifications bell. If this information was helpful, this is not where it ends, my friends. I have so much information to share. And if you're on Clubhouse, go ahead and add me. My name is Hey Chazine, the same thing on Instagram. Add me on Instagram, add me on Clubhouse. I'm definitely looking forward to like networking with people and meeting more folks. It's been a great experience thus far, so let's do it.